Hello everybody, and welcome back to Neverwinter Nights, the core campaign. And today, I am finishing up all of the Port Llast side quests, and to do that, I have to go find the last books for the Mage woman. So let's just head up into the North Road, and we'll take care of that. Alright, so this is becoming pretty normal now. We've seen this area a couple of times. And if you want to go through this and explore this area, you always can. There's nothing really over there except for maybe some wild animals that you could kill for some easy XP. But I believe what I'm looking for is up this way. Now, if you come out here, and there was the Green Griffin Inn, but we want to go this way, and down the hill. And there are a ton of zombies here, so let's open up this salvo with a bit of Turn Undead. That didn't quite do what I wanted it to do, but it did get one of them off my back. Looks like we have a bunch of zombie warriors instead of just regular zombies, and there's a bunch more behind this door. But, got a scythe, it cuts zombies pretty good. I believe this is locked, so we have to come in here and talk to the caretaker.
Good day.
Eh? What's this? Looking so clean as you, I'm left to wonder what you're doing in me graveyard. Your graveyard? Yes, my graveyard, damn it. You think these old headstones just clean themselves, do you? Ha! A rather small graveyard, isn't it? Well, they moved the graveyard inside the city walls, smarty pants. Nobody comes out here anymore. Not that I mind. Oh, but if only they knew. My little graveyard has its secrets, so yes it does. And just what sort of secrets are you talking about? Well, alright, then listen close. They buried one of the oldest members of the Arcane Brotherhood here. Right here, oh yes. Oh, and what's interesting about that? This is very interesting because they carved out a whole tomb underneath the mausoleum, full of magics and everything. Well, so I'm told. You haven't gone down there? Oh, no. I have the key, of course. There's just, well, zombies down there and such. They come up from time to time. That's why I keep the mausoleum under fucking key. Zombies? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. They've been a bit restless for quite some time now. I imagine it's one of those wizards down there. Not quite as dead as he should be. You know how it goes. That doesn't frighten you? Us caretakers don't frighten easily. Besides, I imagine that fella's busy with his books. He won't be bothering me for quite some time. What books? Huh, did I say books? No, I didn't. I said he's busy with his looks. Yeah, that's it. His undead look, fright, you know. You said books, I'm sure of it. Blast it. Fine. It just so happens these fool wizards left a whole collection of magical books down there. I don't know why. I bet they just plain forgot about them, I guess. Leave it to wizards. I ain't never seen 'em, but my grandpappy did. He said they was huge books, all covered in runes, the kinds of things wizards usually get their robes all in a knot over. Like this one wizard who came here months back, Eltoora, she said her name was, from Port Llast, desperate to find them books. I didn't tell her nothing. Anyhow, I imagine them books is connected to whatever strangeness is going down there. I don't mind. Just takes things as they come. How about you give me that key and I'll go down there? Let you plunder the tomb? Never. Not less than 200 gold pieces anyways. 50 gold, and you can thank me for it. Are you that poor that you can't afford the... Bah, fine, go ahead, take it. Alright, so we gave the man a bit of money. Ooh, far less than he wanted, but... Oh, and the zombies are...
will regret that.
So, just beat on them now. I will say, I believe I'm higher level than I usually coming through here. I'm not usually fighting zombie warriors.
To battle!
I'm usually fighting just regular zombies. So... At least I think. Wow. It's been a while since I've actually... Since the last time I've played this. Other than this playthrough, so... Oh, there's some zombies. And more zombie warriors. So these foes little threaten me. I'm not wanting to waste my magic on them just yet. The caretaker implied that there was a stronger type of creature down in the crypts. Being a wizard, it's probably some kind of witch. But we'll go see what it is and promptly beat the crap out of it. Especially if it's intelligent undead. Because those suck. The mindless undead, they kind of have their uses, and yeah, they don't really have free will of their own. They're just kind of meat sacks, so might as well get some use out of them as you can. Alright, and more zombie warriors. And this might be one of the areas that, as you go on, you'll see the corpses on the floors here. They will rise up as zombies. That's one of the cool things I do like about this area. Alright. And that is a tyrant hog zombie. They have a cool stench around them.
To battle!
And they're a little bit harder. I think Charwin's bardic song is helping out here.
My steel will strike true.
Definitely giving me bonuses to my saves. This corpse had a potion that will be useful. Alright. This item here, the corpse hand, is for Body Knock's quest. Grimnaw's quest. Since I'm not talking to Grimnaw because he's evil and I'm a paladin, we'll leave it there. But just if you're playing through and you want to get all the items from the companions, that's one you'll need. Oh, skeleton warrior. Alright, so with all of these stuff here,
Fair enough.
I'm going to use a spell. See if we can't kill off severely hurt any of them. Charwin's taking the beating. But we're getting through them, mowing them down. No, don't go off that way. We have places to explore this way first. Actually... we'll go this way. I don't think this is leading into the witches area. I think I have to go through that area first.
Out to battle!
My steel will strike true.
Guard me. She just ran over and beat up on a cursed one and a skeleton chief. And promptly died. Alright, so the Skeleton Chieftain's still kind of a problem. The cursed monk will get to, but he seems to be pretty easy. Zombies are still slow and shambling. Right, took out most of them.
We won't both walk away from this.
And here they come. Just increase my armor class quite a bit, actually, and make sure I'm getting extra damage in with my sonic sword. The skeletons do have damage reduction where I can't hurt them as bad as the zombies. Okay, so we will continue this way for a minute. I'll pick up Charlotte before I end the episode. Probably when I go back to Port Llast to make the items. Okay. Another Skeleton Chieftain. A bunch of other things we've already fought and beaten up on.
Darkness will take you.
Okay, the skeleton has moved out of range. Got behind these cursed folk. Now we're back in position where I can get in, get the cleave in, and just start wailing on this vampire. And I think all of these remains are just skeleton bones I don't care about. Bunch of skeleton warriors. Lots and lots of skeleton warriors. Okay. Didn't mean to open that chest, but I went ahead and grabbed the gold first. So I will say, sonic damage is probably one of the better damages you can use against most things in the D&D world. One of the problems with being a mage is everybody has fireball, but that also means that almost half the monsters that have any kind of energy resistance all have fire resistance, but only a select few number of monsters actually have sonic resistance. So, specializing as a sonic mage is actually a pretty good idea. Alright.
We'll both walk away from this.
Still trying to get the lay of it. I guess I need to go back. I'll check out that one area on my way out of this place. Because that looks like that was not the end of the dungeon, and I'm just heading towards it. Or rather, I'm heading towards the end of the dungeon. Actually, I'm just gonna teleport to Port Llast, so I'll go check it out now.
My steel will strike true.
More undead creatures. Okay, I do not have many more area of effect spells, but I do have a lightning bolt. Okay, saw a great cleave there where I just kept dropping enemies, and it allowed me to cleave into another enemy. Basically tripling the number of attacks I had that round. Alright, this should be clean up to this area as the rest of them are marching closer to me. check all the little loose areas for items. Make sure you pick up everything. Because you never know when you'll just need 18 million gold. I actually know when I'll need 18 million gold, but that's at the end of the second sequel campaign. And I'm not thinking of its... Ooh, grain. That's not good. Oh, spell casting mummy. Must get away from spell casting mummy. Especially since I need to heal and get my level back. Skeleton down, get a potion, scroll. Well, greater restoration will work because I don't feel like looking for normal restoration. Just in time for the tyrant fog zombies. Okay. And because I decided to get away very quickly, coming in waves, making them much easier to kill off. And the boss monster stayed right in his area. Alright. That was useful. Alright, so now spellcasting zombie, I have acid arrows. That should help interrupt your spellcasting. And they'll feed on you. Okay. Once I got close enough into him, he's not really able to concentrate on his spells, so now he's resorting to actually being a mummy, which is what I prefer. Spells hurt still. I don't really have a lot of defensive magic against other magic. Alright, let's see what that mummy was holding in his chest. Some gold, a potion, and the tomb key, which I absolutely probably needed. So I'm glad I came back. And I must apologize to Sharwin for running off in the direction that was correct. I should probably apologize to Sharwin for many things, but definitely that one. Yeah, I'm not gonna step in that trap. Okay, looks like there's piles of skulls here, so... Oh, now they're coming alive.
My skill will strike true.
Okay, it looks like we have a master zombie. And I'm just gonna shoot arrows at him while he's trapped. Because target practice. And actually, I'm probably going to do that with all of these zombies. They don't deserve a fair fight. Okay, I don't think the zombie lord actually attacks the doors, but these other zombies might. I've already broken through a couple of them, so... I kind of wish the Tyrant Fog Zombies gas was combustible, because that would have looked really cool. Just imagine shooting a fire arrow into it and then all of the zombies blowing up. Get a better look here. Alright, so using a bow against zombies probably not the best idea. They do have damage reduction versus piercing, but this way I'm nowhere near combat. So I am not getting hurt. Alright, he has Stoneskin on, so this is probably going to take a minute. Oh, here goes the Stoneskin. Got him injured. That means he's, I think, about halfway dead. Now he's 3/4 of the way dead. Okay, a couple more shots and he should go down. Especially since I started using ice arrows. Oh. Zombie Lord. Now I'll just beat on this one, hopefully before it can cast any of its spells. There are a lot of useless undead in this tomb. Really, though, this is just leading up to the Lich, which I'm probably going to have problems with, just because it is a caster, and he is, if I remember correctly, surrounded by a bunch of minions. So we're probably going to have to do some hit and fade tactics, where I draw out some of the cannon fodder and then retreat so that his spells aren't affecting me. But that's if I remember everything correctly. He might be a lonely Lich. Grab all the loot, beat up on the Skeleton Chieftain, which really used to hurt when I was level 6 or 7. Back in Neverwinter. Still kinda hurts. That's a trapped chest. And I nearly avoided that trapped. I just can't speak tonight, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, so I can't unlock that. Just do that. See if I can't disable this trap. Nope. Alright. Universal key! There it goes. Alright, what's left? A Rod of Terror. Rod of Gold, you say? Thank you. Alright. And then... another skeleton warrior. Looks like there's one up here, too. Unlocked. Okay, I think my knock reached all the way up here, so that's good. And I believe the tomb key opens these doors. Okay, and it's very possible that this chest is a chest of death. But, let's check it out. Nope, just a ring. Open the door. Open the door. Okay, a little bit of this. A little knock. Never hurt anybody. Potions definitely never hurt anybody. Well, that's not true. It probably hurt some undead at some point.
You will regret that.
Get within range of at least one of these. Track some enemies. Okay, the skeleton isn't slow like the zombies, so it's the first to reach me. Okay. And as they just walk slowly towards me, pump them full of arrows. Now. Oh, here comes the Skeleton Chieftain. Or, no, it's just a Skeleton Priest, so... That should be pretty easy to take on. I think I've attracted the attention of both zombie lords. Yeah, this one's closer though, so have to get through his Stoneskin before I start dealing damage to him again. But we'll keep him as far away as possible since they are slow. Alright, now he doesn't have Stoneskin, I'll just run up and beat on him. I think this other one, I'm just going to attack. I don't think his Stoneskin will save him that much, and they're having a hard time getting through my shield, so not really at risk of losing much here. Okay, another couple of attacks should get through Stoneskin. There he goes. And he's pretty much nearly dead. So, a couple more hits and we'll be done with him. Alright, 13 XP is mine. Alright, so I tried once. I think there's a skeleton mage left over I need to take out.
Some sorcery turns my attack.
Yep, there is. So we'll ping that with that, and then I am going to try and out-juke the brother Tobias. Stay as far away from him as possible, which is not very possible. What do I have? An Elf's Acid Arrow. Okay, where are you? Well, really, with him over here and not attracted to me, I could just start looting his stuff. There's nothing stopping me, really, except that trap. That hurt. Right, Harp of Pandemonium. I probably have a restoration potion somewhere. That's the lesser rest. I'm not sure if this will work. I think I need regular restoration for level drain. Yep, I do. So, I do have a scroll. Still have greater restoration. Alright, so I want to do that because I don't want to be down a level, essentially. Okay, so it looks like Brother Tobias carries the book that I'm looking for on his person. So I do have to beat him up. No easy way for me. Okay. Maybe his Stoneskin has faded? Nope. Nope. He baned me again. Doom Gaze. Okay, for some reason he still won't follow me back into his area, so... Suck Acid Arrow! Nope. He just disenchanted everything. Okay. Now, with haste, I may be able to outpace him, but he might also
walk
be
away from this.
hasty. Looks like he's also hasty, so... So we're just gonna do what I did in the prison district and keep running away from him so that I don't get dazed. Which I did a superb job of not getting dazed. But hey, it's not stunned. We will play Ring Around the Rosie for a little while. Oh, he has given up and gotten stuck. Aha! I am back to full power now. I can't see you. Can you see me? You just turn invisible. No, you didn't. Alright, you reduced my spell resistance again. 86 points remaining. Oh, no. This way, this way, this way, this way. Ah, I see you. And I run away. And I see you. And I do nothing. Acid arrow. Take some damage, please. Play our fancy game. And away I go. Ugh. So much Stoneskin. Much left.
Some sorcery turn.
33 points. Oh, you're too close. Too close. Aha, I have my spell resistance back now. I might actually think about fighting you. No. You've got spells, and I'm scared of those.
Some sorcery turns my attack.
Alright, he's got 21 points of Stoneskin remaining.
My steel will strike true.
0 points remaining, so that means I have to hit him one more time to get rid of it. Oh. For some reason he has another Stoneskin on. Which shouldn't be how that works, but apparently it does. And he's badly wounded from the acid, so I just gotta keep strike and fade, keep him off my butt. Stay out of range of all of his spells, which he did get me once. Just stunned me and then unloaded a butt ton of hurt on me. Alright, he's badly wounded though, so... 64 points of Stoneskin. Alright, he's out of acid arrow. Do it to him again. Haha, take it. Ooh, that was a good hit. 12 points.
We won't both walk
Stay
away
from me,
this.
scary mage. Do not have the ability to command you yet.
My steel will strike true.
Alright, 39. I think I'm gonna kill him before I get it through his Stoneskin again. Yep, I killed him, and he was still stone-skinned. What does he have? All he has is the Imaskaran Tome of Life. Lame. I was hoping to pick up his staff. Oh well. Off to the temple. Alright, let's pick up Sharwin.
Dying was unpleasant.
Alright, so now is one of the more interesting parts of Port Llast. I'm going to turn in all the books that I have. to Eltoora, and then we are going to make a bunch of magic items. So let's go talk to Eltoora. And when I say a bunch, I mean
Well,
5.
hello.
There's
Have you exciting news for me, or is this just a routine visit? Either way, I'm pleased to see you again.
I have one of the tomes you seek. That is most excellent news. Please, let me see what you have. Oh, this is very exciting. Give her the Tome of Life. Oh, this shall be an exciting tome to page through, I would say. This makes me happy indeed. And for you, this should keep you quite happy indeed, I would think. Don't you? Now tell me, what else might I do for you? Nothing. I'm good. Thanks. I'm gonna go use your laboratory, okay? Bye. I wish you a good night, sir. Please come back again. Alright. Into the lab. Now, once I figure out what spells I need, I'm gonna memorize those. So, yep, here's all 5. So, alright. For the Tome of Death, I need an Ettercap Silk Gland and a Skeleton Knuckle and improved invisibility. Alright. So this is going to be a little bit of shuffling the inventory around. Okay, Ettercap Silk Gland, a Skeleton Knuckle, and my spellbook open. Improved invisibility is right here. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix my spells after I do all this, so we'll take care of that in a minute. Okay, next one. The Tome of Ice. I need a Skeleton's Knuckle and a Quartz Crystal and Mage Armor. Okay, so Quartz Crystal, Skeleton Knuckle, and Mage Armor. Where is Mage Armor? There you are. Got you. Alright. Next. Tome of Fire. Fire Beetle Belly, Quartz Crystal, and Fireball. Okay, now the one thing that does not work here is to memorize a Still Fireball. At least I don't think so. I think I had problems with that once before, so we're just going to use a regular one. And I need the Fire Beetle Belly and a Quartz Crystal. There we go. Alright. Next is the Tome of Life. You need a Fenberry, a Quartz Crystal, and Endure Elements. Okay. Endure Elements. There we go. First level. Set a Quartz Crystal. And a Fenberry. Alright, and then the final one is the Tome of Resonance. And that's a Fenberry, Ettercap Silk Gland, and Lightning Bolt. Alright, so the worst spell that you needed here was a 4th level spell and improved invisibility. Let's make sure that's right. Yep. So as long as you're a 7th level mage, you should be able to take care of all of this. When I need Ettercap Silk Gland and a Fenberry. Got it. And got it. Alright, so once you have all your ingredients and all of your spells, which I need to rest, I'll be right back. Alright, so once you have your items and your spells, just come over here, and in the chest they go. Now, I am wearing armor. You do not want to wear armor while you're doing this, or else you might fail at casting your spells. So I'm going to get comfortable. And this first one required a lightning bolt. That means that you successfully did everything. You come back in here, and I have made a wand of lightning. Excellent. Alright, the next one was this and this, and close the chest, get to my spells, and endure elements. Magic! I have a ring of elemental resistance. Now, this ring is really good. It gives you resist 15 to everything except Sonic. This might be a ring I switch out for mage fights, because it can be really, really good against mages. Alright, next one is that, and Shaboom the Fireball! And a Staff of Power. Alright, the Staff of Power is really kind of cool. It comes with 50 charges, and you can use it to either cast a bunch of fireballs, some magic missiles, or Ray of Enfeeblement. I use it as a wand of fireball, so there's that. Alright, next one. Knuckle, Crystal, and the spell was... Mage Armor? Mage Armor. Mage Armor. Oh, accidentally left the chest open. But that gets you an Amulet of Natural Armor plus 3. So, if I had been doing this over the course of the adventure instead of just at the very end, you can end up with some pretty good magic items for this area. But again, I think the companion items are just better. And finally, improved invisibility. And that gets me a Ring of Protection plus 3. Alright, now, there's only one more thing we have to do, but I will do that outside of Eltoora's laboratory. And I have to finish talking to Sharwin and completing her quest. Also, I should put my armor back on, so that I'm not indecently exposed. There we go. Alright. Hello, Sharwin.
Yes? Is there something you need?
I just want to talk for a while. Talk? About what, Kidro? I'd like you to continue your story from before, please. Very well, Kidro. I'd already told you that we'd met the Lady Onaris, correct? That she'd fawned all over Dinnan, but he'd assured me there was nothing to fear. Well, we were bound by contract now to perform. So we did. We did so well, too. It was not long before we lost... it was not long before we were... that's why I was making a mistake. They forgot a word. It was not long before we were the toast of Athkata, praised by the Lord and Lady Onaris at every turn. I mean, also, I'm just not doing very well tonight, so... Nobles showered us with attention and gifts at every turn. Everyone wanted us to perform for them next. I was a bit dazzled by it all, but also concerned. Lady Onaris continued to lavish attention on Danon. She called him to private performances without me, and he was spellbound, despite my efforts to distract him. Were they having an affair? I prayed that it was not so. I suspected, but could prove nothing. The servants were too good at misdirecting me, subtly keeping me from interrupting their privacy. Desperate and angry, I accused Danon of succumbing to her lust. He denied it angrily, and I believed him. Almost. What did you do? After one of our largest concerts, I followed Danon as he left the stage. I used what magic I knew to disguise myself, avoiding the servants and keeping pace with him. I felt terribly guilty for the deception, hoping against hope that my suspicions were for naught. Of course I was disappointed. I watched invisibly as Danon made his rendezvous with Lady Onaris, laying fevered kisses upon her and saying how every minute they were apart was excruciating to him. You should have left. You're right. If I had had any sense, I would have left. I was young and in love, however, and that leaves no room for sense. In my shock, I must have dropped my spell, for the Lady Onaris spotted me. She did not care. She only laughed lightly and pointed me out to Danon. He merely looked at me and smiled. I merely stood there, dumbfounded, as Danon called me a foolish little girl. Pathetic, even. Not only did he prefer Lady Onaris, but he had never loved me. I fled, the mocking laughter ringing in my ears. I fled them, I fled Athkata, and I have never looked back. That's horrible. Yes, I was devastated. I had left the security of my family to make Danon my world, and it had crumbled around me. As I said, however, things were not as they seemed. I found out much later that Lady Onaris's beauty was the result of an enchantment, a glamour. She had spellbound Danon in the literal sense. I have also discovered that a lock of nymph's hair will break her spell. Danon will be released, and her glamour will end. She will revert to her natural appearance, old and fat, so I hear. Would you take him back, now that you know? No, the hurt was too real, even if the glamour wasn't. At some level, I would always blame him for not being strong enough. It doesn't matter. Everyone should be allowed the little illusions, perhaps. I admit that it would give me some small satisfaction to remove her spell once and for all. All it will take is finding that nymph's hair one day. Perhaps I shall discover some. Well, I talked to a nymph once. I found this hair. Will this work? That's nymph's hair, isn't it? You are a marvel, Kegro. Danon will be freed, and Lady Onaris revealed for the fat old woman she is. Is that what I want? I've been looking forward to this for some time, but I fail to feel any excitement over it. Alright, so there's a couple of choices here. You could just tell her to, perhaps she should just let it be. You could tell her to free Danon. This one's a vengeful one, where she hurt you, you hurt her, and just dismiss the whole thing. As a lawful good character, I'm gonna go, Danon should be free from the spell at least, no? This spell may have worn off, and maybe it was really his choice. But what if it wasn't? I suppose I owe him that much at least. Thank you, Keeper. I wish I had something more to thank you with. Maybe I'll think of something later. Let's go on, shall we? Alright, and with that, I have completed all of the side quests in Port Llast. Next time, we will be heading into Luskan and taking care of all of the quests within there and completing the second chapter over the course of probably a couple of days. This one's not like the first chapter. The second chapter epilogue is actually kind of long, so it'll probably take me a couple of days to get through it. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.